by crocheting any other hair there if you feel the space in between them may be too much. So remember what I said. You can either open the hook or close it. Either which way, it will go through smoothly without any resistance. So just push it through, and then I can assure you, for those that have never tried crochet before, it may be a little bit difficult, but practice makes perfect. I'm sure if you do it once, twice, like that, you get the hang of it. At least that was how it started for me too. So I believe that it will be an easy fit for us all. You turn it again, either for 3, 4, 5 times. Now this way. Now if you can see the space in between, you keep going this way, keep going till you've covered the whole head. That is what needs to be done. Now the trick is, when you come to the front, here one has to be very careful, because this is where the bulk of the work is. And of course, whatever you need to do, you need to make sure that you're giving your best expertise, if I may use that word, so that the hair from the frontal looks straight, looks cleaner, looks neater. Because somebody comes to you, the first thing he sees is the parting in the front, whether it is center parting or whether it is side parting. So now if it's center parting, it will be here. Now at least I've done it for a number of times that I may not need to use any chalk or pencil to draw, let's say, to be able to demarcate where the pattern should be. At least I use the mannequin head from the bridge of the nose. I can just be able to tell how it should be, and then of course I begin to fill in from there. So what I will do is, the hair that I've already been working on, I'm going to switch over to that, and then while I do, I'll be explaining the other details I told you guys I will update you on. Alright, now remember earlier when I said the reason why we cover the hair is this. Now supposing you wear the hair and then wind blows, nobody gets to see that there's a net. Nobody gets to see that, oh, she's actually carrying a fake hair. It's most of all will look like you actually plaited this hair on your own head. That is the reason why we cover that's the edges of the mesh net and all that. I don't know if you can see me clearly. Then as you can see, I've almost done 80% of the work. If you can see the spacing, just like I told you, the spacing should be even. But then of course, if you feel you need to cover up more, you still can do that. You're at liberty to do that, but this is so far what I've been able to do. If you guys can see it clearly. Now then, and remember I said the bulk of the work is at the front. Now you can see the bridge of the nose. This is where the pattern should be. That means now when I come to the front, remember what I said earlier. From the back, you pass the crochet hook through 3 holes of the mesh net to be able to start your crochet wig. But when it comes to the front, I pass it just through 1 hole. The essence is so that it will not draw, and then of course it will look neater. In fact, when you wear it on the head, it looks so smooth and so neater that you will hardly even know it's actually a crochet cap that you're wearing. So that is basically the reason. So I would do some here so that you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Now for every space that you see here, I'm going to follow every space you can see, fill it up without actually giving in any space per se. so that it can be as full as it is, and at the end when we are done you would see how good it will look like. All right, just hold on. All right, so now as you can see, I've done this other side. So let me at least take you through so you'll be able to see what I mean when I said this time around I don't do the crochet using either going through 3 of the holes that are available or 2. I go in using only 1 hole so that the hair can be neater. Now for example, this is my hook, then I put through, remember what I said, and then I remove the hook and then I put through. Now you go for the second, you do the same for the second hole, then of course you go for the third one, the same thing like you did, bring it out and then of course put, or rather pull the whole hair together and then pull it through, and then pull it through again, pull it through again, either 2 times or 3 times as the case may be. And then now if you can see the spaces, this is the places where I will be doing the crochet till it gets to the very end, and then of course everything till I cover this whole place. So let me just take 2-3 more, then I would finish the remaining off camera, and then while we are done I will come back with the finished product and then show you what it is like. Now peradventure there are questions that you may have that I may not have covered or I may have forgotten to mention. You are free to ask the questions and then we'll be able to see how we can be able to answer you adequately, at least keep you better informed. And then of course one other thing, remember the first mannequin head I used was the styrofoam. I actually prefer this particular mannequin head that I'm using. Is actually more I don't even know how to explain, but I prefer working with it than the styrofoam. I just use that should in case I just need to do some other work and if this other head is occupied. So if you want to buy, I would advise you buy the other one, not the styrofoam. Alright ladies, I would finish the remaining work of camera and then I will come back and show you. Now in as much as you may still see these spaces in between is actually expected, but by the time we are done and then you remove the whole wig from the mannequin head, before you place it on your own hair and all that, you realize that all this space will be covered up. You won't even see it as it is right now. So don't you worry thinking it doesn't really look neat and any other thing like that. I can assure you you'll be able to see the difference very soon. So I'll get back to you shortly after I'm done with the whole product, with the whole wig, and then I'll show you the end product. Thank you. Stay tuned.